episode 1 of NightLightPodCast, hosted by me, Steven.
Anyways. Hello, I'm also part of the Nightlight Podcast. You can just call me Noah. And to my right, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Alex. There's nothing too remarkable about me. These two are mainly the ones that are going to be doing everything.
Hey, Noah/Komichi here, and you probably don't know who I am. But if it's alright with you, can I tell you a story? A story of 3 friends who started a Minecraft podcast of all things, and why it's over now. But before I get to that, let's talk about the beginning. The idea of starting a podcast was thought of in the summer of 2021, by me actually. I kind of just said it, but the other 2 members, Anton and Alex, were like, yeah, sure, and we immediately made a channel for it. We kind of stole the name from a Christian channel with the same name, but we don't really talk about that. And I'm gonna be honest here, we were really hyped for it, and we tried to figure out a time to do it. The issue at the time was equipment. We couldn't actually record with what we had. We did try though with my brother's PC, but it was so buggy and I lost the original footage. And time went by until winter, because that's when I got my current PC, and we started making the podcast, the very first official Minecraft podcast. Don't fact check that. I would edit videos basically every week. We had some off weeks, but overall we were somewhat decent when it came to content. And before I go further, kind of random, but the profile picture that we have was made by Anton, one of the members of the podcast. When we were making the channel, he actually made it. He used some knockoff Microsoft Paint to make it, and the drawing, we named him Barry. I think it was actually supposed to be spelled with an A, but whatever. I'm getting off topic. So yeah, we were doing good for the most part. You know, we had some terrible, horrible, slightly traumatic episodes. Shower thoughts. Please, don't watch that episode. And well, obviously, came the downfall of the Nightly Podcast. There were a lot of factors. One being, that's my editing software at the time, it sucked. It sucked. It would take hours to make anything, unlike the current one I use. We became less consistent with uploads, and also, not to be disrespectful to Alex or Anton, but they didn't really seem to be into it as I was. And that did lead to times of frustration. Of course, it was more of a hobby than an actual attempt to make a big channel, but cooperation in some things would have been nice. And that built up into a lot of stress on my part. And I think the final nail in the coffin was kind of funny. It was the Fortnite video. I remember vividly that they mentioned that we should do more gaming content, and I was just not really into the idea. Then 1 week turned into 2, and now... Okay, what's going on in the now? I'll be honest. I tried seeing if I can get the members back together to start the podcast again. Alex was actually down to do it, but Anton, I don't think he would be down. And to be straight up honest, I don't really talk to Anton anymore. Nothing bad happened, we just stopped talking and that's it. Well, sure, I could go into more about the history about this short-lived podcast, but I think it's okay to end it here. It was fun while it lasted, but things end, and that's okay. That's why I made this video in the first place, to set a marker to the end. And that's all I really got. Noah/Komichi/editor out for the final time. Anyone wants to hire me? Yeah, I'm willing to work. But yeah, if you made it to the end, thanks for watching for the final time. Goodbye. Wait, are you still here? It's over. It's done. There's nothing for you here. You can go home and relax. I don't know, watch something else. Okay. I'll end it off with the outro, I guess. It would be kind of wrong for me to not end it with it, but that's it. Then you gotta go. Okay. Putting on the outro for the final time in 3, 2, 1.